glass, my crystal ball. Sip away them teardrops, these good times ahead. To all the fair weather friends that days, sunshine around the bend. Let's fly them clear skies, we're all gonna find a peace of mind. All in due time, we're all gonna find a peace of mind. Shooting out in the night, then it's gone. You're holding on too tightly, easy come, easy go. Like the warm summer air, sentiments wait along when it snows. Let's fly them clear skies, we're all gonna find a peace of mind. All in due time, we're all gonna find a peace of mind. Let's fly them clear skies, we're all gonna find a peace of mind. All in due time, we're all gonna find a peace of mind.
Well, good afternoon. Welcome to Live on Patrol. Tuesday afternoon, we are at the main gate. Some people call it the main gate. I certainly do. At Snelling and Midway Parkway, the main gate of the Minnesota State Fair. If you can see the sign there, it's starting Thursday, August 25th through Labor Day, September 5th. And Rev and I were just inside driving around. We stopped and talked to State Fair Police Chief Ron Nafla, and everything is on schedule for a great grand opening. The weather is phenomenal, and Rev Daryl Spence is with me today, and Pat's got a sniffle, but it's always good to see you. Rev, what's been going on?
Well, nothing. Just happy to be here. Happy to be back in the clear right seat.
It's important.
Very important. So hurry up and get well, Pat.
Yeah, he's really not too bad. He offered to come, but we had no sense in having extra germs in the Durango.
Right.
No. So anyhow, if you've seen the news recently, the sheriff's office is going to dedicate 40 deputies here to help make sure everybody is safe. The State Fair Police did an amazing job in 8 months building a police department from scratch, Of course, the sheriff's office was the primary agency last year. We loved doing it, but our Ramsey County Board decided they didn't want the county to continue, and we needed their approval to continue, and so they told the State Fair to find alternative services. So the State Fair decided to rebuild their police department, and they have done an amazing job of that. But they can still use some help from 30 troopers from the Minnesota State Patrol are going to be here. And of course, 40 Ramsey County Sheriff's deputies, and Rev's going to have his team of ambassadors here too, right, Rev?
Yes, we'll be here. We are looking forward to it.
Tell us about your work last year, because all the sworn people thought you guys did an amazing job.
I'm going to tell you, it was really, we didn't know how big of a role we would play, but as the days grew on, the more we found ourselves in the middle. We had some pretty good guys that know the kids on the outside. So we were able to intervene and make some major things not as major. So that's what we're looking forward to. The buzz is around that the ambassadors are coming back, so we just want to continue to make you proud.
Yeah. Well, you know so many of the kids that are here, and you can talk to them before they get involved and get themselves in trouble. You know, and the thing about this is, I always say, if the kids know that you know who they are, there's far less likely to cause trouble.
Right.
They lose that anonymous piece of their operation.
And especially when we know mommy and grandma and
Right.
uncles and aunts, and that's what's positive. They know that we know, so they won't be as quick to act or to act up.
Yeah, you guys did an amazing job. Every law enforcement officer I talked to was amazed. We're up here on the northern border. This is Hoyt, Snelling and Hoyt, and there's campgrounds here for people that camp every year. You have to reserve a spot, of course, and a lot of people drive down here and camp. It's pretty awesome, the fact that you still got that type of possibility. And this is, of course, the north gate up here by Hoyt. See those ticket booths, I get excited.
Yeah.
By the way, speaking of ticket booths, backseaters, we have a number of inner city, lower income families that can't afford tickets. So if you want to switch your donations from gift cards to state fair tickets, that would be awesome. And I'll tell you a way you can do that is go to the Cub stores. The Cub have discounted ride tickets.
Yep.
And entrance tickets. So go to Cub Foods and buy some discounted tickets in bulk, and then we can help some underprivileged families attend the Minnesota Fair. And we've done that in the past. I have one contributor that's going to donate a bunch of ride tickets, but you can never go on enough rides once you're in here, right?
That's right. Last year we had so much fun with the neighborhood kids. It was fun.
Yeah, we gotta. So pass the word around, if you don't mind, on the Backseater page that we're looking for donations of state fair tickets and ride tickets, entrance tickets and ride tickets. You can buy the kid tickets and the adult tickets, but we'd love to get some kids on the rides. Those little small coupon and ride tickets, and we will make sure they get to people that need them. And obviously, we're getting more and more selective on whose behavior constitutes deserving of tickets and gift cards. Because I actually had a child steal a second gift card from me the other day. I gave him one, and then he wanted to switch it out for a different one. And I gave him the second one thinking he was going to give me the first one back. And he walked away and said, "Ha ha." It hurt my feelings. I got to be honest with you. It hurt my feelings. So Como and Snelling, this is the center of the universe when it comes to making your way to the state fair. Get yourself to Snelling and Como. There's parking all around this area, in some people's yards, some fields, usually $10 to $20 for a parking spot.
Yes. We usually take, before I had to work at the fair, we take the parking ride.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah, right in the neighborhood. You can jump on the bus, and the good thing is they run till late at night, so when you're ready to go, they're ready to take you home.
There are a lot of parking rides. I don't know where you find that information out.
Probably on the Metro Transit website, because I know that's how I found it.
Yeah, they have Metro Transit has some parking rides, but then there's churches and other organizations that have parking rides too. So we are eastbound on Como. By the way, if you you haven't been to the cities and you're coming to the fair for the first time, Como Park is a great place to stop because they got a great zoo. They got some rides for little kids. I know some people that used to tell their kids they're taking to the state fair and take them to the Como town.
The prices are very nice in Como.
Yeah, and there's a lot of because everybody's at the fair. There's a lot of opportunity to go to Como. Okay. So you got 3 on your radio?
Yep, I got 3.
Here, but the stick's ready, so go ahead.
All right, here we go. Here we go. We got a little.
Yep, I'm working, trying to get through this traffic here. What was the plate again? Frank William Lincoln 780. Dave, round just south of Union. Make the stop. Let's go. Mike, relax. I'm trying to find the vehicle. PO, where is it?
You got a stolen. They're trying to stop. And we are going to try to help. So,
I believe he kept going north on Lexington here.
okay. Well, that's.
Why? Mike, I'll just try to find it. I can't find it. It's a gray CRV, you said? Affirmative.
Can't be this Friday.
It might have just went west on St. Anthony. It was a great CRV that just went west on St. Anthony.
Well, he thought it went north. All right, be on the lookout, Rev, in case it
Yep.
comes this way.
There's a gray Honda. 4th car back.
Dave, if you want to hit the freeway, I'll stay on St. Anthony. Copy.
Plate again?
311. Crossfire Whiskey Lima 780, Gray CRV.
780. None of those.
Doesn't look like it's on the freeway. I do see a gray one that's approaching Snelling right now on St. Anthony, but I don't have eyes on it. Yeah, I'm pulling up behind it now.
Well, the officer originally thought he lost the eye on him for a little bit. Probably had to get turned around in traffic. Thought he might be coming north on Lex, which
It's not going to be the right one.
is coming toward us. But then someone else said he might be going down a side street there. So we will continue to look as we head south.
Alright, 167 GOA.
Bravo 79, can I get a case number over here for a sec, please?
Well, yesterday
5049.
Yesterday we were not live, but yesterday was a busy day with auto thieves. We arrested a carload of auto thieves, an entire carload of 6 of them. Thankfully, they had just dumped one of their stolen cars, so all 6 were in one car down in Hamlin and Grand. For those of you that still look, I'm reading these plates, that's why if I stutter a little bit, I'm trying to spot the car. So anyhow, 4 of those auto thieves we've arrested numerous times before. Younger kids, and they keep getting released. And there was a stolen gun in the car as well. And they had been, not only had they been stealing cars, they had been stealing from other people's cars, driving around. So there were a number of stolen credit cards in the car.
Gotta do something.
Sad, you know, it's just sad. All like I said,
Quarter to Warren, but we're not planning on Warren.
4 of those kids I know very well, arrested them, been at their arrest many times before. And our juvenile system just does not give them adequate consequences to convince them to stop. So, we're keeping track of all that, you backseaters. Sometime in October, we're going to reveal a spreadsheet of how many repeat offenders at the juvenile level there are. Beautiful day, huh, Rev?
Yes. Not too hot, not too cold. Perfect.
Gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous. A lot of people said how handsome you are when I posted your picture.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Geez, there was a shooting at Willard's last night. Did you hear about that?
Yes. I did a funeral yesterday. And yeah, our young folks are not doing well.
I know somebody got shot. Do you know how serious they were shot here?
She's gonna be fine. She got hit in the chest.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Yeah, but she's going to be fine. I spoke with some people who know her.
Okay. Yeah, you know, there was a huge crowd here last night. Was there something special going on?
I think it was just the overflow from her earlier funeral.
Oh, that's what it was?
Yeah,
Because there was a much larger crowd than normal here.
yeah.
And so right here you can kind of see Willard's there. This is where the Thomas and Grotto. There really are rarely shootings here,
Right.
to be honest with you. So this was the exception of the rule. Normally this group kind of self-polices itself. Well, last night it was just, in fact, one of the squads went by before I did, and they said, very large crowd at Willard's. Extremely large. You can kind of tell if there's an unusual size to a gathering. What else has been going on, Rev?
Nothing much. Our normal outreach is really going good. We kind of got upset with the throwing of rocks we heard about at our location, so we've been talking to the young guys about that.
Yeah, thank you.
Because, you know, they know that they benefit from Bob Fletcher. They know that. And they're at the point now where when the young man comes up to you and say he's hungry, you take him for serious. You
Yeah.
know that he's,
Yeah.
you know, you can eat Bob Fletcher's food, but you can't respect him.
Just so you know, I suspect the person throwing the rocks was not one of the residents at the house.
Right.
I'm pretty sure who he is because he dumped a stolen car about 3 blocks away.
Grotto, outside arguing, wrecking the vehicle, several people, with both males involved.
Action Alex is out here. Alex, say hi to the backseaters.
Hi, everybody.
Glad to be here.
24 copy.
Hey, where's that call on Grotto?
167. Sorry.
See, I got a phone CAD now, Rev. Did you know that?
No.
See that? So, I got a phone CAD. Sometimes those calls don't move up to the active right away. Yeah, no, it's two people arguing, but I don't see it here. Sometimes they disappear for 2 minutes.
Oh, just minding Grano.
Okay, way up there. All right, well, we'll be on the prowl for stolens there, Action Alex. And by the way, don't you, Rob, don't you think Alex has done a nice job on TV the last couple days?
Yes, I was like, yay.
Take way too much enjoyment out of it.
Yes.
Hey, well,
yes.
backseaters, here's the big debate within our office. Okay, backseaters, help us out. We need a poll. We're taking a poll, and I'm gonna bias the poll. I personally like the young man's beard. Okay, but he shaves it off when he goes on television. Okay, so beard or no beard for Action Alex?
That is the question.
Beard or no beard? That's it. That's the question. So let us know. I like the rugged look, you know, a little. I can't really grow a beard, but Alex can. You know.
I wouldn't go that far.
Yeah.
I tried.
Yeah.
It's a winter thing.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you got Movember coming up. You might have to grow a mustache too.
Nobody needs to see that.
All right. Well, we'll see you out here.
Let's go catch a couple more bad guys.
Thanks for everything. Good job yesterday.
All right.
Good job. Thanks.
Alex does look like he looks young when he cuts the beard.
Yeah. I know. Yeah.
Real young.
Maybe he wants to look younger. You know.
Right.
Maybe that's the goal. I don't know.
Great.
I don't know. Hey, if you haven't shared this broadcast, if you wouldn't mind doing that now, just to let people know that we are actually
Check welfare at 792 Maryland Avenue East.
live on patrol.
They haven't worked for over a year, I think, but the father might be in it.
We've also, while we were at this park, we met the director of Park and Recs. And he was like, he wants us at more parks.
Yeah.
He said, I'm loving what you're doing. You're really, but can you get to other parks? I said, wait a minute, it ain't but 5 of us. Yeah, but he really wants us to go to other locations. So I told him we'd relay that message to you.
This house on the corner here, where we always stop and talk to kids, got shot at last week. Right here. It was a drive-by. Right here. It's terrible. And we have an idea who it is. See those holes in the window?
Oh, yeah.
That's not good. So, what happens in this, I'm going to show you the window. Huh? Oh. That is a group of children that are not very pro-police. Anyhow, a car came driving north on the street here and put several rounds through this house on the corner there. And you can see the holes in the window there. Not good. Now, the motive we don't know, but what's starting to happen in general, I'm not saying this is the motive here, these different groups of auto thieves that are stealing Kias and Hyundais, they're starting to be in competition with each other.
Yeah.
And it's the strangest deal. I can't even imagine what the competition would be. But So we have different groups, cliques, if you will, gangs, if you want to call them that, developing. And we're not going to stop here. These guys are obviously trying to do some good work and bring some sanity to the insanity there. That house there that they're at is just a trouble spot. A little quiet out here right now.
Hey, we don't say that
That's
word.
a Q word.
So I don't know if you remember maybe a week or two ago when they got walked up to us and told us he thought he'd been shot. That was probably I was sitting there in shock. But Sergeant Scheller handled it well. We were all like, he just walked up out of nowhere. Yeah, refused to talk to me or Andre. Star Wars, he said he wanted to talk to the sheriff. So he knew who we were.
Yeah. Well, most people like to talk to you. You got your radio on over there?
Yes, sir.
What the heck? Better grab this plate here. Alex, if you're listening, can you run Mike Yankee Charlie 442? I'm gonna call Mike Yankee Charlie 442. Sometimes people look so young, you can't even believe they got a driver's license, right?
Right.
It's clear on a Toyota Corolla gray.
Yep.
Yeah, clear.
Where's it? What's the address? Street. Just give me
400 block of Maryland.
Maryland. Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Yep,
Bye-bye.
right.
And didn't look like he knew what he was doing with the car. That's why.
Did or didn't?
Did not.
No, I know. You hate to judge people by their age of their looks because there's a lot. The older we get, the younger all these drivers look, right?
Right.
But
But his driving behavior.
he was definitely inexperienced,
Yeah.
right? Inexperienced. But it was not a Kia or a Hyundai. Which, I don't know if you've seen, Becksy, there's all the national news. Good Morning America did a special on it yesterday morning. Care 11 did a special on the Kia and Hyundai thing. Channel 9 did. I mean, we've been talking about this for months on Live on Patrol, but apparently it's finally sort of gaining some traction in the mainstream media, I guess, right?
Yeah, please fix the camera.
Huh? Did they want me to fix it?
Yeah, several people are saying something's
They-
wrong with the camera.
They want less hood or what? It looks fine on your phone there.
Yeah, I'm wondering what's...
Well, I think it looks fine on the image we're seeing. Had a shooting down here at 444 West Maryland here the other night. These 4 auto thieves that we arrested yesterday. Actually, we arrested 6, but the 4 of them are the part of the core group that have been hitting.
Checking the air for a kilometer.
Pat said lots of hood.
Yeah. Let's tell Pat to go back and. Just kidding, Pat. Just forget. We take a little bit. The thing is, you got to keep the focus has to be in the middle for the clarity. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because the camera's focusing on the middle of the camera. So if you get it rocked up too much, it's in the far distance, and then we don't get to stay in focus. But I got a way to fix the hood problem. Real easy. I forgot about that. I'll show you how to fix the hood problem. You ready? Okay, look on your camera there, okay? See the hood?
Mm-hmm.
We'll be responding
There we
to
go.
a voice page at 5th and 7th for
There we go.
TLC, the rest of the handler.
Copy 5th and 7th for
See what
aggressive
happens.
handler. First part with this.
535 is the advised at 274. I'll go with him.
Copy.
Here we go. How's that?
I think you fixed the hood problem.
Maybe that's too much. That way you keep the focus in the middle, but you shrink the image a little bit. We don't need quite that much sky anyhow. A little bit of hood's nice. It gives it a little perspective.
Someone said perfect. Picture is clear now.
That looks okay, right?
Yep.
All right.
Pat said perfect. Thank you, Pat.
Is there an available 99 male officer that could meet me at the LEC?
Pat, I don't have an audio-visual man with me today.
274, this is going to be advised. I can head down there and help her out.
Copy, thank you.
So it was interesting. You saw those 2 officers talking to those kids there on Elfeld. That's our second most frequent location for stolen cars to drive through, and you could tell that they were having a meaningful conversation. I know prevention is the key to this job. Sometimes you can't convince kids not to steal, but that is the key. But you could tell that they were having a serious conversation. Which, by the way, I don't know if this is public knowledge yet, but pretty sure it is public. I don't know. I'm going to text the guy here in a minute to see if I can mention it. There's been an arrest and a charge in a very, very serious matter here in Ramsey County. And one that, we've been very concerned about. What was that? You see that car? Way up there? That gray one. Hang on a second.
Bravo 251 EOT.
Have a good night.
Is that a Mitsubishi?
Yeah. Have you ever been to this place here? Seems like on weekends they have long
I
lines.
came here once to meet
Have a good night.
Councilmember Carter, and it was closed. So I don't know if it.
On weekends they have a long line. I don't know what they sell.
150-480.
Copy, thanks.
I do want to continue to thank you for your the backseaters for the gift cards. They are coming in and we appreciate them. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
And well, first of all, I just want I'm at the stop sign here. Mary Plaster wants to say happy birthday. Oh, well, we're going to say happy birthday to her dad, Tom. And thing is, her dad and her have been watching Live on Patrol on Fridays, and she says that Live on Patrol has helped her become the favorite child of her dad because they watch it together. So Tom, happy birthday. And Mary, thanks for watching. August 21st. August 21st is his birthday. What is the date today? 16th. Got 5 days. August 21st.
Your buddy, your employee, Todd.
Todd, yeah, the malt shop man.
Hey, he said you forgot his birthday on Friday. He saw me today.
No, I mentioned his birthday. Maybe it was a different day. He
Yeah.
must not have been listed. But Todd, happy birthday. And I mentioned the Kiwanis Malt Shop, too. The Kiwanis King.
He asked me to do ice cream one day. That'll be interesting.
We do not get out in this area in the daylight too much.
En route to the JEC, juvenile, female, starting mileage.
This is the Cathedral Hill neighborhood.
Copy, JDC.
We're on Western, but we're going to turn on Selby here and drive down Selby toward the cathedral. Right, this is a beautiful little intersection here, Western and Selby. Nina's is there, W.A. Frost, YMCA on this corner, Moscow on the hill. The Handsome Hog was behind us. I don't know if you can see it. Can they see it? Yeah, there's the beautiful cathedral down there.
On the left.
On our left. Gorgeous building. Relatively crime-free during the daytime down here. See Ecolab straight ahead downtown St. Paul. The reason it's kind of the hill neighborhood is this is all up on top of a hill. The cathedral is built up on the hill, and it's right at the end of Summit Avenue, which is, see, Cathedral of St. Paul. And then down below the hill, of course, is downtown and the river. Some of the original landings in St. Paul. This is the beginning, really, of Summit Avenue. James J. Hill, of course, the railroad baron, and his home is right here on our left. Fascinating tour if you want to tour some history and an amazing house. Right here. What's it say about the hours there, Rev?
10 to 4.
10 to 4 on
Thursday to Saturday.
Thursday through Saturday.
11 to 4 on Sunday.
Yeah, there is an admission. $10 for seniors, Kids are free. $12 for adults. It's a great tour. Some great historic buildings here. Late 1800s. Anyhow, yesterday these auto thieves were roaming around Summit neighborhood, breaking into cars. And I mentioned there was a stolen gun in the car as well. Some beautiful houses down here.
Yes, it is.
And you know what I like? I mean, it's a little early right now, but here at about 5:30, 6 o'clock, there'll be so many people out walking and jogging.
That is a beautiful outlook right there where you sit and you can,
gorgeous.
oh,
Gorgeous. What a day. 81 degrees, but no humidity.
nice breeze.
We got all the radios on, folks, but there's not a lot of calls right now here. Rush hour time. Actually, you see this construction group, these group of auto thieves that normally steal Kias and Hondas. They stole an Audi yesterday out in Oakdale. But you see these construction trailers, what they did is, there was one down on Grand and Hamlin. They park and run into the trailers and steal the workers' personal belongings. That wasn't good. So we found wallets and credit cards from the construction workers. Okay, so, this is the other thing I was going to mention. Please share this with your friends. Well, of course we're going to let you cross. Have a good day. Thank you. So, what I was going to say is, one of our goals is to get to 200,000 subscribers, right?
That's right.
200,000 subscribers. So, if you haven't subscribed, or if you know some friends that are interested, we're talking about YouTube, of course. Now, YouTube doesn't give you any new flack for 200,000. I might make you one though, Ralph. But it would be kind of fun, little team effort if we can drive those subscriber numbers up to 200,000 before the fair. I think we're probably at 198,600. But in order to do that, to encourage it, we're gonna have a subscriber party tomorrow. Are you available?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Backseaters, I need your help.
Are you available for the
Somebody
for a party?
tell Bob I work for him.
I'm just showing you where this stolen. This is where that stolen Audi was found, right down here before. So these kids that were stealing cars, they dumped the Audi down here at Avon and Osceola.
Oh, wow.
And then they all jumped in the other car. And the other car was used. They used the other car to steal the Audi. out there in Oakdale. But so we searched the area for 2 hours, knowing that they had dumped it, because they did say we dumped it, but they wouldn't tell us where. So right down here at Osceola and Avon, car was found. The CAT team was out. They finally reeled it in. First we towed it for processing. It was taken right out of a garage, by the way. I don't know if I mentioned that. They went right into the guy's garage.
Wow.
They had left the fob in the car, which a lot of people do when they park in their garages, because they figure who's bold enough to come in to their garages, right? There's just some original cobblestone here we're driving on right here. Historic. I don't know what year. Must have been a,
601.
well, I'm glad. I was going to say there must have been a power outage
Heavy computer issue. Will you show me UFT, please?
in the comm center.
383, clear assist, that was 386.
Copy, Cessna 6 Control.
Again, this is sort of, now we're in the Summit Hill neighborhood. Sometimes they, different neighborhoods as further we go west here. Yesterday, you'll see at about 5, 6 o'clock, all the people that are out here walking around enjoying the weather.
383.
It's really kind of inspiring.
386.
They be out though.
No, some part of bench outside 984 DeSoto Street. If you can start that way, I'll see if it's a transit bench. It's going to be a male, black shoes and a jacket.
So anyhow, tomorrow, I keep getting distracted.
386, copy.
6 o'clock down at Burger Mo's.
386.
Let's invite our backseater friends to come down there. Can you make it?
I'll be there.
386, clear, no BWC.
I talked to Burger Mo. He said there's nothing major going on at the restaurant tomorrow night.
311, arriving at pitch 83.
Just sit on the
Heading
patio.
mileage 72001.
311, copy.
And get the number to 200,000.
Yeah, well, that would be good. Well, it's going to be like a rally, but mostly it's just to hang out and have fun.
Right.
So if you think of it, tell your friends. If you want to meet us at Burger Mo's tomorrow night, 6 o'clock.
351, our callers are seeing like information.
I don't know how long we'll be there, but a couple hours, enough to have a little food and conversation. We'll get Action Alex there.
Copy, I'm on you.
Pat, I'm sure Pat will be better by tomorrow.
I know Beverly's watching. Make sure you be ready.
Which Bev?
My wife.
Oh yeah. Yeah, just come as you are, you know. Don't just a casual outdoor patio. Otherwise, we can get
351
inside and
351.
The party's fine, you can cancel the next.
you can update your guesses if you want. Tomorrow will be the last day to update your guesses as to when
we're gonna go over
200,000. You know what would be really cool though, to try to go over tomorrow and have somebody hit the subscribe button. We can see live when they're coming, who's subscribing.
Right.
Just to do a special dinner for the 200,000th person. I know Pat would say this better than me, so I'm going to call Pat to thank you. Gentlemen, we're live on patrol. Grundy, what's going on?
Oh, excellent, sir.
You doing? Was that you? Was that you guys up on Elfeld? No, wasn't you guys doing a little community outreach there? It's quiet right now, isn't it?
I don't want to say
Should I say the quiet
I
word?
keep telling him to
Don't
quit
worry,
saying it.
that. I don't want to say that.
All right. That's my hockey buddy,
Grundy or the
Hey,
other?
Grundy.
Yeah. Great kid.
He walks with us during hockey season.
Really? Wonderful.
What's up?
Is there a friendlier looking kid around than him?
No. And he's a kid.
Yeah.
1-3 investigation.
He's not actually a kid. He just looks so young.
Right.
Southbound
Always.
10 from Thomas. There's a truck in front of me. Looks like it's got some kind of a tampered plate. Yes.
Beautiful day.
2756, I'm close on it. Yeah, 1-3, we're gonna be,
You were calling him back.
Sherburne. Making a stop here, 536 Sherburne. Maybe it's Alpha 9 Zulu 485. Try Hotel Charlie Zulu 485.
You can't watch that phone so much, bro. You gotta enjoy the moment out here. Enjoy the moment. We're at Victoria and Selby. Headed northbound.
Second one here. Back to Old Tourist.
It's good to see kids out playing.
Yeah.
You know, kids don't come outside like we did. You ever go past the Stour house, they be outside selling water and candy.
Yeah. Well, that little housing project, there's a lot of Corinne
Yeah.
people in there. Now, and those are the kind of kids I'd like to help get to the fair. This is why we're saying if you can donate some fair tickets and some ride tickets, that would be awesome. Just go pick them up at Cub Foods. They got discounted tickets there. And just give us a ride.
Happy birthday again.
What'd you say? we got a birthday present for you.
Come here, Mom. We live on patrol. Look at Mama. Come on, Mama.
How are you?
I'm fine.
Happy birthday.
Well, thank you.
The yard looks great.
Well, we try to keep
You're
it
working.
up.
I know.
We try.
Yeah,
Now
best.
that's Cleo's
Best.
mom.
Yeah, I know that.
You know
Best.
who I am?
Best house on the street.
Everybody know me.
Yeah. How many years you been here?
About 40.
40. Yeah.
A little bit more than that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm here.
Well, thanks for staying.
Well, I ain't going nowhere.
Thanks for staying.
They'll take me out here on the stretcher.
See ya, Mrs. Stars. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. What I am going to call Pat, and the reason I'm going to call Pat is he's just so good at expressing our appreciation for all the backseaters.
Right.
And
Yes, sir.
Patrick, I was just saying you probably haven't heard yet. You're so good at expressing our appreciation for all the backseaters You know, as we head toward the 200,000 and how much we appreciate it. So I know you're not feeling your best, but I just thought I'd give you a ring.
Well, thank you. I'm back to about 80% already. And regarding the backseaters, we gotta take it back to a day when we wondered if we'd hit 500.
Yeah.
And for us to be at almost 200,000 just on YouTube, not counting the so many on Facebook, is just amazing. And the appreciation we have for all of you is, I'm speechless.
Yeah.
It's just great.
It is amazing. It's just amazing. And one of the amazing facts is that only 60% of our viewers are actually subscribers. There's another 40% that aren't subscribed.
Right.
Which tells you, I mean, I'm one of those people, I don't like to subscribe to stuff myself unless I know it's, really trustworthy. But that's so if people are willing to push that button and be, part of the official backseaters, what was that? I don't think we were shot at.
I don't think so.
No, I don't think. I didn't hear a boom. I just heard a loud snap. Anyhow, Pat, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
3533.
Hopefully it wasn't a rock.
Well, if it was on the passenger side.
Well, you're good at keeping the passenger side towards the danger.
Yeah. I know.
Hey, but regarding that, I think it's pretty safe to say that Live on Patrol is trustworthy.
Yeah.
So please don't be reluctant about hitting that subscribe button and then hit the little notification bell on YouTube. Because what that does is it helps spread our message, and we want to get the message as far and wide as we can. Not just Ramsey County and St. Paul and surrounding areas. Law enforcement needs this. The whole country does right now.
Yeah.
So let's get that message out there. Where cops are human beings, just like you, just like me, just like all of us.
Hey, I got a funny thing to tell you about that. So there's this website that evaluates all YouTube sites. I forget the name.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think it's called Nox or NoX Influencer or Nox Influencer, something like that. And I don't look it up very often, but I happened to peek at it the other day. And of all YouTube sites, and I'm not sure if this is the country or the world, it doesn't really matter. We're 37,000th. 37,000. It's like there's a number, 37, 120, whatever. So, I guess that's a compliment, huh?
Well, I think that after tonight's Live on Patrol, we might make it to 36,999.
Yeah, maybe we will. But what's funny about that is that they show you the top 100. They're mostly celebrities, musicians, a lot of musicians in there. The Nursery Rhymes YouTube is like one of the top one in the world for nursery rhymes.
Really? Wow.
Parents must use them for
to put the kids
to sleep. So I was surprised about that. Yeah, nursery rhymes is like we're talking. I don't know, several 100 million subscribers. I don't know how there's even that many, but
well, maybe we need to start singing, rhyming, and rapping a little more during our lives.
You could do that.
And then there's a possibility that the numbers go the other way.
There is that possibility, Reverend.
Yeah.
The interesting thing was that there is a category called shows, TV shows. And the TV shows have their own YouTube channels for rebroadcast.
Right.
And we're not categorized as a show because we're an educational broadcast, of course.
Okay.
But if we were a show, we would actually be pretty high in the list of television shows for YouTube.
Okay.
For YouTube. So interesting. So,
Very.
I don't know. It's just a little side information. We're having a hard time finding any crime, Pat.
Well, that's a good thing. That's good for the city.
Yeah, it is.
I have become convinced that some of these kids hide when you go live.
Yeah. Well, I knew you weren't feeling well yesterday. You know how I knew that, right?
Because I wasn't on social media much.
No. Come on. Because you weren't out there on that detail yesterday.
Oh man, I was itching. Boy, those guys did some amazing work.
Yep. So it was some good work.
They got exactly who we thought was out there, and they got it done.
Yep, it was great work. Yeah, I was out there with them, and I kept asking myself, where the hell is Pat? You know, but then when we talked this morning, obviously I knew something was going on.
Right. It was. I'll tell you, the guys working with the carjacking auto theft unit, the people in intelligence and apprehension, working with Alex is beyond an honor for me. It's one of the best groups of cops I've ever worked with in my career, which spans since 1975.
Well, that's kind of you to say. Plus, it's fun. By the way, we're just in front of the governor's mansion. I'm going to give our viewers a little look at the governor's mansion there on Summit. Yesterday, there was a small protest here. Usually, people get their message out here on a regular basis.
Yeah.
No, it's kind of you to say that about the troops you're working with. They like having one old guy around too.
Well, it's an honor to fill that slot.
Yeah.
But I know I heard you talking about Burger Mo's tomorrow, and just for all the viewers who, I've gotten a lot of messages concerned about this. So no, I do not have COVID, and that's confirmed through testing and a whole lot of other things. So I will be there.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. No, and the thing is, I was planning to having a kissing booth there tomorrow too, for you, but we're gonna have to cancel that. What do you think?
You're planning to have a what?
I was gonna have a kissing booth. We may raise a little money for gift cards, $5. I'm gonna have a Pat and a Jelly Joe kissing booth, and we'll just see which one of you raise the most money.
Now, Jelly Joe and Alex, maybe. You don't want to scare them away with me.
Well, I told you that lady asked you at the open house if you wear spandex from now on.
I think I'll have to pass on that. Sorry, ma'am.
Yeah. Well, you sound good. 6 o'clock tomorrow, Burger Mo's, and
sounds like a plan.
And I'll post something tomorrow morning or later tonight. But if the backseaters can share that, that'd be great.
Absolutely, and I will definitely be there. I will not be in spandex, but I might wear shorts depending on the weather.
There we go. I'll tell you what, Pat, I'm amazed. Yesterday when I was working, there was a fair number of calls. Maybe that was a Monday thing, but it's amazing how few calls there are right now. Citywide.
Yep.
That's good.
That's a good thing.
Well, we've been really working it hard on our side of the river. I know Minneapolis, that statewide report that came out yesterday with how much crime was up last year.
Yeah.
What's that one?
That was sobering.
Yeah. All right, well, go relax. Yeah. Oh, by the way, one last thing about that assault that we worked Friday night, about the guy that had sexually assaulted the woman and then hit over there off in the Midway area. Yeah.
Yep.
Inglewood, why don't you mention about the backseater that sent you a picture of the guy earlier that he was assaulting people, and it turned out to be the same guy.
Yeah, there was a woman who posted on her Facebook page that this man had come up and tried to assault them, and actually took an outstanding photo of him and a video of him walking down the street.
Yep.
A couple of our backseaters spotted that and forwarded it to us, and we looked at it that night, and the description was spot on. So what this guy did, the reality is there was a monster in Frogtown in the Midway that night.
Yeah.
He went on after that to viciously assault in an unprovoked manner a man later that evening, and then an hour and a half later did the sexual assault of the woman.
Yeah, and so the lesson here is, you backseaters, trust your instincts. If you see something, notify us if you want, but we're not always on the street. But trust your instincts if you need to call the police. But in either case, pictures are awesome. We can use those at a later date.
Absolutely, and that video is saved. So thank you. Both, I can't remember the woman's name who took it, but I want to thank her, and I want to thank the backseaters who forwarded it to us.
Yeah. All right, buddy, we're going to slide down to West 7th Street, see what's going on down there.
Get some rest, man.
All
We'll
right,
see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
Well, thanks for checking on me, and you guys be safe. Take care, Reverend. See you, Bob.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Bye. I'm going to see what's in the pending call queue here. Is there... Because when I say slow, what I mean is like priority 2 calls. There's always a fair number of report calls and stuff that they just put a call out while we were talking to Pat of a domestic over there on Hoyt. Sounds like a little bit of a serious domestic. That's over on the east side. Got an accident with injuries over there on Conway and Flandreau over on the east side. There is a hit and run. We're going to run up on this hit and run, St. Clair and Flandreau, St. Clair and Victoria, not too far from us. A white delivery van. Keep an eye out. Here we go.
In front of the address right now, occupied by a female named Tracy.
Systems are unclear. I'll go.
Great.
White delivery van was a H&R vehicle.
Someone.
Someone.
Why don't you cancel 280? I'm pretty close.
280 is sir.
280 copy, thanks.
1335.
265, I'm on scene. I have item now.
Copy, eyes on the mail.
383. We're code 4 for medics. 2 females, 1 adult, 1 juvenile, both conscious breathing, complaining of possible head injury.
Copy, on the mail.
Hey, Cheetah, look back here real quick.
Two 265, 201 to cancel. Code 4.
Just a beautiful day in the city of St. Paul. Kids playing.
Tango 256 and Minnesota Gulf, Alpha Sierra.
Pleasant weather.
Somebody just called. We like you guys calling on these high speeds. It's still impending. It hasn't been dispatched yet, but an Audi driving high speed on Lexington at University Avenue. And so
184.
I'm looking at the pendings, and now we got shots fired at Lexington and Marshall.
184.
I'm gonna wait to copy Lex and Marshall, 5-minute delay. Audi fired 3 shots at another vehicle. Last seen southbound on Lexington.
Well, there you have it. That didn't take too long. How'd it get busy?
Right.
Vehicle. Just the same Audi in a dangerous condition for Lexington.
Squad 536.
Black Audi driving erratically. Southbound.
Advise 2 groups of people in the park. And cleared assistant. We'll be en route to the fight. 505 Wabash.
So there you have it. We got 2 calls on an Audi, on Uni and Lex, and 1 on Lex and Marshall. Probably the same car.
6-7 copies. You can just check with Artec. See if they have anything at Lex and Uni. And then go ahead and just do those together. Good.
Two 77123. Be out with the vehicle occupied 1 time.
So
Copy, all vehicle occupied by 1.
we're gonna head up that way, see what where the Audi ends up. You know, Audis have been popular to steal lately, and you never know. You don't know if there's a new game trend with these auto thieves until it's been a while. But I'll tell you, the last 3 days it's been all Audis.
Well, we don't need another car theft trend, okay?
No, but at least you can't steal those without a key.
Right.
29. 29. 432 Summit. Fires en route, checking on 1 down across the street. Male in his 70s, long beard.
Received.
Well, what do we got here? You think the Audi's the same, but one was dark and one was silver. So
Right.
hard to say for certain.
One 3-1.
So backseaters, if you live in the area, looking for an Audi that fired some shots,
Report. Big marks.
Marshall and Lex, but also driving recklessly at Lex and University. Probably southbound.
I just dropped a call from an investigation and it was listed as a P2. We marked that a P3 or 4. It was $92,000. Sorry.
people get home from work and they start hitting the streets walking around here, it brings smiles to my face, Rev.
Yeah.
Yeah. Love to see people enjoying their neighborhood.
Copy system for you, complete, sir.
Happy. And then you can send me with 288-271 until you figure out what's going on.
Copy.
What's that car down there? Oh, okay. It's a BMW.
Okay, I copy that. We'll try to figure it out who has these on. Some late quality inspection.
Copy, I'll have the TC work on it.
For those of you that were watching us
294.
last week when we tried to stop that Kia Soul, we pulled in front of the Mercedes G-Wagon. This is right where it was, right in front of us here. Victoria, north of Grand.
265, I have one SSD. Change my car, my household warrant.
I'll tell you, one of the investigative tools that we do have nowadays, when we arrest kids, we seize their phones, we get warrants for their phones to determine where they were at the time of other crimes.
Right.
And if they're communicating with other people about their criminal activity. If we have probable cause to arrest you on a car theft and we know you've had them in the past, it gets us probable cause to get into your phone. Now, ooh, don't hit her. That wouldn't have been good, huh, Ralph?
No.
Actually, now that you mention it, there's a guy down at the 400 block of Summit. I think the cars are on the way. I figured they would get there before we would. Just head that way, just in case. Elderly man that fell. Sounded like fire was being dispatched to. See all the people that are out running and biking now?
Right.
Walking their dog.
510.
Dogs.
Okay.
510, can you say with that Marion call?
Copy.
Okay. So if you remember your numbers, you know Dale is 620, and there's 240 numbers for every half mile. That would be Western is 380, and the address of this gentleman is at 420 432 Summit, so it's just a block this side of Western. Just see if anybody's there.
Yeah.
Fire truck there. Pulling up, maybe?
Moving up.
Spots for 1700 EOT, spot 130. 130. 131.
So the even numbers in Ramsey County, the even numbers are on the south side of the street. So,
Any other spots for 1700 EOT? 344.
139. 139. 142. 147. 147. 150.
you guys find them? No? Okay. They didn't find him either. I'm betting he's probably inside the University Club.
I don't see anybody out here.
He said he was down, but you think there'd be somebody signaling us? Well, yeah. Well, nobody down there.
For other responding squads. Can they somebody take the back, please?
Sir, you didn't call about a man that collapsed, did you? You got a call on a man down. There's nobody down in there. What's the address there? Thank you. Well,
Affirmative. Copy, holding in the front way. Good.
So,
it looks like K9's here. He was here.
Copy, call attention to 59
you see all these cars, a lot of people heading home.
Yeah.
A lot of rush hour traffic.
Rush hour, St. Paul.
We got a female in the front.
Female on the front.
Well, we didn't see the guy. The St. Paul squad is there now, and the fire truck did not see him either. The fire said they were going to turn around and come back, drive through on the other side of the street since it was even.
We've got a few people in the back.
A few people in the back.
Where's that at?
This is up on North Marion here. We'll slide that way, but
Female white tank top on the east side of the building.
Rice and Arlington.
Squad 184.
Cancel the 10-2. We got the two females, one on the other side of the building.
184, the cop is saying that it happened at either Oxford and Concordia or Chatsford and Concordia.
Well, there you go.
Okay.
The shooting happened at Oxford or Chatsworth.
So either at Taste of Rondo or...
Is there something going on there today?
Not that I know of, but that's what's at Chatsworth. And
Yeah. Well, so we are, if you're a new viewer, we are live on patrol in Ramsey County, Minnesota. My name is Bob Fletcher. I have the pleasure of serving as the sheriff here in this county. It's the capital county of Minnesota. We're in the city of St. Paul at the current time. Just drove by the cathedral. And with me is Rev Spence.
Go ahead.
Rev Daryl Spence, 2 hours, right?
2 hours.
2 hours a Y.
Yes.
2 hours and a Y. Daryl Spence. Pastor extraordinaire, community service officer extraordinaire, injured veteran extraordinaire, husband to the beautiful Beverly Spence.
Yes, sir.
We're still looking for the Audi now, bro.
Yep. I know what those look like.
Yeah.
I won't have to call Pat and ask him.
a backseater get together. Stop by get together to kind of a
267 air clear.
try to rally
Affirmative.
to 200,000
Show me an HQ picking up around.
subscribers on YouTube. Who knows? We might not even get close. But it's a good excuse to have a get together, right?
Great excuse.
Burger Mo's got great food down there.
277.
Burger Mo's is on West 7th Street,
They even have gluten-free burger buns.
right next to Tom Reed's. The next gathering will be at Tom Reed's.
Can you start medics? Conscious breathing female got hit in the face. Out of the shot.
This is why we work Friday nights, Rev, because this is a little slow on
Copy, just making sure they're cleared
Tuesday
in.
afternoons.
We're go for it.
But sure is pretty out
Copy,
here.
20 minutes.
What do we got there? No.
Copy, 10 minutes.
Rev, you're a little quiet, but I know it's partly because you're on your phone.
Well, I put my phone down.
Okay. Well,
I'm looking for an audience.
They want to hear from you.
I know. Hi, people. I'm still here. They keep me in the house so long. It's hard when I get here.
4 less than 4 from this call. We got a good access.
At least all the radios are talking now.
Knock and talk.
Copy,
5717.
1594 Marion. It's going to be a good aggravated assault. 1653.
So they have an aggravated assault at 1594 Marion.
In 288, the right apartment is going to be 204, not 304.
Copy.
What's your favorite food at the fair, Rev?
Pork chops.
And where's the pork chop stand?
It's 2 of them. I know where they both are.
Really?
Yes.
Kind of describe it to me.
Well, one's right in front of the grandstand, right there, in,
Okay.
in the grass. The other one's all the way on the other side by the haunted house. On that road, by the French fries on the one side of the street, pork chops on the other. Then they have some gluten-free ice cream sandwiches. Those are delicious. I'd never had them until the fair. So they know I'm coming. They know I'll be there. And of course, French fries. Can't go without the fries.
286, correct form is 201.
Copy.
So, can you make a fry gluten-free or not?
Yes.
Is potatoes themselves without? Does it depend on the oil or
It
not?
depends on if you put that flour on them to fry them, and I don't know why they do that. But some places do have gluten French fries, and I can't eat them.
If there's like a sauce on it.
Yeah, some.
You know, this is Carty Park. Generally safe, but late at night we do get a fair number of incidents down here, right?
Yeah, this is where my other organization hung out a lot.
Yep. God Squad or what?
God Squad.
Yeah.
Used to bring the grill.
Yep, I like the idea.
Yeah.
Mickey used to haul his grill around on his truck.
Yeah.
You gotta do more of that.
I used to push mine across the footbridge. Right
Really?
Here. Yeah.
Right across that footbridge there.
Right, that footbridge
That's
right
a-
in front of us.
That's a great story.
We come over and
Checking if anyone has less lethal. 1594 Marion Street call.
has a 40. It's not on scene there, though. I can start if needed.
Looks like they don't have the suspect in custody. Do a little dance in there or what?
En route, Mountain 94.
Look like it.
1656.
539.
539.
Squads are out.
Copy.
Well, outside of that Audi shooting at people, and this egg assault up on Marion.
Very good. We'll be clear. Thank you.
It's a crime-free afternoon. I think it's because of you, Rev.
Yeah, because I prayed. I said, don't let no crime be.
I appreciate that.
Can 184 advise if there's any better description on the vehicle other than Audi?
So, Floyd, this St.
184,
Anthony's
no,
named
that's
after
all I
Floyd
got.
Smaller.
Yeah.
You remember Floyd, huh?
Yes, sir.
Is he still coaching?
No. No.
He coached for years, though, right?
Years.
Years and years. What's his son's name?
Why'd you ask me? I could have told you.
603, copy. One in custody in front of the apartment. And 184, copy. Only vehicle description is an Audi. Copy.
Oh, I saw his son at the Juneteenth Jazz Fest. I forget his name.
The Jazz Fest?
Is it Kurt? No. What is his son's name? But it hasn't been around for a while. But Floyd Smaller's kid. Well, I expect you to know. I have all these answers.
You said the Jazz Fest is coming up again, you know.
Are they doing it again?
Yeah, it's
Good.
September 10th.
Yeah, it's a great time. Great time.
528, sir.
Curb.
Checking my squads on scene at Marion if less lethal is still needed.
Negative, we don't need less lethal here. We're code 4, he's clear the air.
Hey, partner, you got a minute?
280 copies. 10-8.
You want it? Hey, I got a couple Burger King cards for you.
I don't know if they tell you that.
Copy. Suspect in custody. 1659.
He just took off.
Well, he's in a hurry. I gotta start bringing some Wendy's cards out by the Wendy's. There's a fair amount of homeless out here.
Right.
And we have some Wendy's cards, but we're not usually in the Wendy's
Bravo
area.
342, UT, good night. Have a good night, 1659.
A pink Jeep. Think she sells Mary Kay or what?
Nah, you took it out my mouth. I was gonna ask the same thing. Maybe she sold Mary Kay.
Remember when this used to be a country club grocery store at all?
No, I
how many-
don't. That was before me. Even though they tell me about it.
I used to work off duty here.
Cleo used to work there.
Yeah.
Who's calling?
1217.
Go ahead.
I'll take the motor vehicle south.
Copy 1880 Randall. Time delay of about 30 minutes with 1400.
Well, let's check that one out. 1880 Randolph. His car got stolen.
Wouldn't have to be an Audi, would it?
Wouldn't be what?
An Audi.
Well, I don't know. Let's see.
Bravo 440 take.
Good night, 421.
Didn't this used to be the old Clover Club? Do you remember the old Clover Club?
No, I'm not as young as you, Bob.
Yeah. I know. Yeah, 501, University of McCubbin. Pretty sure that was the Clover Club bar. Some of our backseaters might remember. Because Herges was down.
Yeah.
That's the old Johnny Babies, right?
Yeah.
I think the guy that owned both of them. But I remember, it's kind of funny, you remember stories. Right here in this very spot.
Am I assigned to this motor vehicle theft or am I having a computer issue?
Negative, sorry about that.
I stopped Donald Turry. No, in his station wagon. And, oh, actually I didn't stop him. I got a call.
75, you can stay clear.
I got a call to Donald Turry
That's fine, I'll take it.
and a young girl. And she called and she said, he threw my keys into the snowbank because I wouldn't go home with them.
No.
Okay. And I had similar calls with Donald. He lived up on Inglewood up here, 900 block Inglewood. And Donald was always out looking for a girlfriend. And so in this particular case, he threw her keys in the snowbank.
Actually, disregard 182. I copy to the assist medic.
And of course, we eventually found him for the young lady and wrote a report on what happened. But the back of his station wagon, all of his clothes, he lived out of his car, although he had his mom's house there.
Right.
All of his clothes were folded neatly, okay? Which was a clue. Folded neatly. I mean, who has piles and piles of clothes in their back of their station wagon folded neatly? All right. So then I get another call for Donald Turry for knocking at the door of a woman in an apartment over here, wanting to come in, wanting to date her. And she had no idea how she got the number, except she figured out what had happened. She was wrote a check, and he was standing right behind her at a Super America and looking over her shoulder to see her address. Okay? And going to her house. Well, eventually we arrested Donald Turry for raping a woman. Basically forced himself on to a woman. We arrested him at the Holiday gas station at Thomas and Snelling there.
Yeah.
Okay? And at that time he had a buck knife on him. Well, it turned out that Donald Turry was the primary suspect in, remember Helen Edwards, the woman that in West St. Paul that was...
Yeah.
And he killed her, and I think Carlos Avery Park is where he dumped her body. Where are they? How's it going?
How are we doing?
Good, how are you?
Hey, how you doing?
Yeah, you too.
I think you seen me here a couple months ago. I was out with the two cables.
Yeah.
I said, you guys in the wrong part of town. You guys out on Randolph. You got to come to the beautiful part of town here.
You guys did some nice work there.
Yeah, that's my father right here.
Holy mackerel!
He loves you, man. My
Is
dad
that
loves
beautiful?
you.
I gotta turn the camera around. Let me pull right in here and show them the work that you did on the back. Holy mackerel! How did you do that?
That is beautiful.
That is unbelievable. Unbelievable work.
You can't even see the inside.
Holy mackerel. That is gorgeous. Tell us how you did that. How'd you do all that? Huh?
I went to the little farms to get that.
Yeah?
How you doing, sir?
Good, how are you? Nice to see you.
How you doing, sir?
That's the rep.
There we Yeah, I know.
Oh, I know it.
That's some beautiful. Where'd you put in there? Some TV space or what?
Oh, yeah. You guys see the whole bar. There's a whole bar and everything back in there.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, when we're not on live, I'm gonna come back and come back if that's okay. If that's okay. Thanks for watching. Do you watch too?
He watches every day, man. 1, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, guys. We gotta come back.
Made his day.
We want to see. We're gonna see if we can rent it for a party. Oh, that's cute. That's some good craftsmanship there. Huh?
Yeah.
Great craftsmanship. Anyhow, the bottom line is that
22.
they were searching for some time to figure out who the suspect was.
22.
And
We're cool for medics.
Mr. Turi obviously had a huge problem, and he was always trying to meet women that were rejecting him. And so the Edwards girl was a waitress down in West St. Paul.
Female, he's possibly drunk.
And he would come in there and wait, try to hit on her, offer her rides all the time. But also what he did is he would rear-end cars of women that he wanted to date, because the law is if you have an accident, you're supposed to exchange information. And that's really how they ended up figuring him out, because someone reported that on Robert Street there in that area, the guy had rear-ended them, and they were concerned that he was trying to hit on people rather than actually caring about the accident.
Right. Wow.
But when they found her clothes in the park after he killed her, they were all neatly folded. And I testified at the trial because he had a buck knife. When we arrested him on the rape for the other girl, he had a buck knife on him. So I think Mr. Turi might be passed away now. I'm not sure, because that was in the 80s. But put away for her murder. I'm not sure. Someone else might know if he's still alive. Joseph Turi. Serial sexual assault person that eventually killed a young waitress at Perkins.
Wow. Hey, you're in our neighborhood. This is another area we like to call home. The Howard's Gym. What's today? Tuesday. Today Tuesday? Yeah.
Garbage day for us today.
Ours is Thursday, and the recycling people didn't take our recycle.
They didn't?
No, because somebody had threw something on top of it. So they gave us a warning.
You got a warning for trying to throw garbage in the recycling?
Yeah. I said, wow.
What happens if you get like 3 warnings?
I don't know.
They'd probably bring a smaller bin. That's your punishment, Rob. You get a smaller recycling bin.
That's nice, though, how people know you're out there.
Yes, sir. We are not broadcasting that. Go ahead. Okay. Oh, good information. Action Alex calling to report that Joseph Turi is still alive and he's at Stillwater. They don't have a release date, do they? Life, yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, life. Well, I appreciate that. I wouldn't have been sad the other way either, but, I appreciate knowing the facts. Thanks, buddy. Thanks a lot. Bye. Joseph Donald Turi is still at Stillwater on a life sentence. Hard to believe. If these streets could talk, right?
Be it a great story.
Maybe that's a good saying. If the streets could talk.
Some streets are best left quiet, though.
Oh, I like that line. That's a good line. Some streets are best left quiet.
It's never this quiet over here. It's normally a bunch of little ones.
You know, here's the thing. This little girl probably knows exactly where she's going, and she's probably 100% comfortable. But I always get nervous about little kids running 2 or 3 blocks away, you know? Oops.
She doesn't look big enough to know where she's going. Oh, right there.
Look. Hey, buddy. It's got to be her brother, right?
Yeah, he just told her.
Congress on an erratic black audio.
Oh, there it is.
At a high rate of speed information as a black audio was just possibly involved in a shot fired.
There you have it. It went to the west side.
Unknown if it's going to be related.
Oh, it's probably related. And we can probably tell you who the auto thieves are, too. So we have a little packet of stolen cars and auto thieves over there on the west side.
Uh-huh.
One of them I actually arrested yesterday. But 2 of his friends are still out on the loose.
2-8, can I get a case number, please?
2-8, case number 150530, 150530.
Copy, thank you.
Somebody should have researched that for me to make sure that was the Clover Club. 501 Uni.
Right.
Not the old Clover,
Start,
but the
this
Clover
is medic for
Club.
DOA 514 Arlington, 63-year-old male.
You know, the owner there, he sponsored our police softball team for years. I thought Bill Henthorne might have owned both of them. He owned Herges, right? I think he might have owned the Clover Club. Old Bill Henthorne, great supporter of law enforcement. How quiet it is out here, huh?
It's quiet.
You only got to work on crime after dark. 'Cause it's quiet during the daytime. Holy mackerel. Part of the reason it's quiet is we put 6 auto thieves in jail yesterday. I guarantee you that if they were out, they'd be stealing 6 separate cars today.
Do you think that they will be out soon?
Yeah, unfortunately, our justice system fails to keep 14-year-olds. That's very sad.
I've been asked that question a lot lately. Why do...
We're going to make some serious recommendations to the Minnesota legislature next year. I made some this year. Of course, none of the crime bill passed because of, you know, the House and the Senate couldn't agree. But one of the items I had in there was 35 beds for a secure treatment facility
Mm-hmm.
to help kids get treated. But we're going to be doing remote housing, so it'll be 5 beds per house. It'll be a locked door on the house though. So the judges have someplace to put them. Now obviously, I didn't agree with the closing of Boys Totem Town.
Right.
But reopening that facility is probably going to be a non-starter for any county board member, sadly. Unless we get a new one or two.
Right.
But
it has to be looked at. There has to be some level of punishment levied against these kids.
Yeah, and you don't even have to call it punishment.
Oh, it needs to be punishment.
Accountability.
Accountability. That's a good word. Let them know that there's consequences for the actions.
I like that word, consequences.
Yeah, you can't just be out here bullying the community.
I tell everybody, my children included, actions have consequences.
Yes.
Doesn't matter what they are, actions have consequences. So backseaters, because this Audi is on the west side of the river, and the river only has so many bridges crossing it.
You know that was a black Audi.
No, I didn't see it. How was it driving?
Very slow. Small person.
Wasn't many in the cars?
No, one person.
There's only the Robert Street Bridge, the Wabasha Street Bridge, the Lafayette Bridge, which is a freeway, and the Smith Street Bridge that are in this proximity. If I had my guess, I'd say they'll come across the Lafayette Bridge, weasel their way into town, but what's going on here, huh?
No, they're not lined up
Jeez,
for
they're
tacos.
lined up for tacos. Holy mackerel. That taco truck's got a huge line. We're down on West 7th Street. And where we're going to be tomorrow. You know, hey, if you can make it, great. If not, anytime you want to hang out on West 7th Street, it's a great environment for food. Patrick McGovern's there on the corner. Downtowner. Bergamo's. 242. 242 West 7th Street.
510 to show me 10 on this call, and I'll take it at dangerous condition. 204 Congress.
Copy. 1319.
I don't think it'll get too crowded, but if it does, stop by Tom Reed's. We'll bounce over here.
Negative. We didn't get license
This
plates
is
for our
the
call
Rev's
on the
second
West
home,
College related.
right here. Tom Reed's, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah, I think it's probably the same from West Call. The shot fired.
Copy. 1720.
204 Congress.
Yeah, 20. That's over on the west side there. 204 Congress. The Audi's roaming around shooting at people or things.
Radio, please.
1720.
242 West 7th Street. Tomorrow at 6 o'clock. We'll see you down here. I don't know if the taco truck will be here. That is a long Rent My Party bus, huh? I heard there's a rapper coming downtown on Thursday. Have you heard that?
No, you see the lady in the green in the window?
Where?
Casetas.
Yeah, what is going on over there?
She will be without in a minute.
Here's the line outside of the trailer and truck bar for the tacos. El Taquito. El Taquito. Yes, sir. We're not having a party, we're just inviting people. Just inviting 6 to 8. We're just inviting people. We have no idea on the numbers. Holy mackerel. There's a lot of homeless tents there.
I don't think those are homeless.
They're
They're waiting for tickets.
not right now, no. Touch base later, yeah. Send me the number.
I think they're waiting for tickets for something.
Yeah, what are they waiting for tickets for? Does anybody know?
Something must be going.
We got to go back and ask. Inquiring minds want to know, right?
Right.
We got to go back and ask those people. They have tents out there waiting for tickets. We are in downtown St. Paul. For those of you that are new, we're right in front of the beautiful Science Museum and in between the Science Museum and the Xcel Energy Center. And we are going to go back and figure out what is the occasion back there with the... You might have to get out of the car and ask.
Hey, why are you people?
Hi, ladies.
Hi.
Assalamu alaikum. There's the Herbie Brooks statue.
Miracle on Ice.
Miracle on Ice. Anything going on your channel there, Rev?
Nope. Quiet.
River Center and the Xcel Energy Center? Does anybody look on their comments? Does anybody know why people are all here? We're going to find out in a minute. There has got to be 35 tents.
274. 274. I'll be in route to the LEC with an adult female.
Copy 7224.
Why are people lined up outside the Xcel Energy Center in tents? Inquiring minds want to...
Right.
Huh?
We came in the middle of another conversation.
Which one was that?
I don't know what they're talking about. Oh, they want to know where we're at. They didn't answer. St. Paul.
380 will be at a 194.
St. Paul, Minnesota. It is 5:25. The end of rush hour. We're gonna
21 Pilot concert.
21 what?
Pilot. P-I-L-O-T.
What kind of concert is that? Any idea?
No, everyone's just black Audi, Jefferson and Victoria, 4 people with ski masks
Right now?
right now.
Is that from a backseater or what? Or
That's
someone?
from,
Okay, did they call the police?
175 case number.
Uh,
150.
Go down there and find out.
Yes, ma'am.
10-9.
No, I'll play back.
They should call the police though.
Right.
Could be. If they came across the Smith Bridge, which is where I was headed that would be right where they'd end up.
Yeah. Yeah, if you ever think you encounter somebody, call 911 first. First, then reach out to Bob and Pat, live on patrol.
And part of the problem is that if the calls are stacked up, these calls like that about suspicious vehicles sometimes don't get dispatched right away.
Right. Yeah. Randolph and Vic.
Randolph. Okay. Did we know which way it was headed?
No. Okay. Probably back to the hood.
Yep. That's what I figured. That's why I got off here instead of going all the way down to Randolph. It probably did pop over on the Smith Street Bridge.
Yep. Come up on the bottom.
Yep.
177. Cut. I'll be with the 2 parties at University Bricks. 311. Can you reopen our last warrant call?
Call to Lex, though.
Go to the GDC and transfer her somewhere else.
If they like Lex, they'll take
Yeah, you'll reopen it.
So I've had 3 calls with the black Audi. Reckless driving unit in Victoria, shots fired at Marshall and Lexington, and then shots fired over on the west side as well. And now we're getting calls from people that tell us they've seen it over here.
177 4 winning, so can cancel.
Back in this neighborhood.
183, you can mark, sir.
Which wouldn't be unusual.
182, 4 here. We'll see her.
Would not be unusual.
You can turn that well for sure. Pretty close.
With all you backseaters out there, it really is difficult just to... Oh, I don't think I hit one.
No, you didn't.
But it was close. Hey, that phone call I got was a friend of the owner of the restaurant just wondering how many people do you think will show up? And basically, I don't have any idea.
377.
So,
37.
if you think you might...
I'm on scene, but I can't seem to locate the vehicle.
If you think you might come down to Burger Mo's tomorrow, just leave a comment on this video or leave a comment in the video, but we might post something tomorrow morning. Just so we get a rough idea of how many people. Because we're going to order some food, some appetizers and stuff for people to eat some appetizers.
10 and the last 3, please.
From 135.
And don't feel any obligation to come. We're just thought we'd just have a little gathering. Just
377 disregard. I just located.
if you're available, awesome. If you're not, we'll catch you another time. Like the Lexington restaurant. I would like to own a restaurant like that. Don't you think that'd be a fun gathering spot?
Advise at 182.
The Lexington. A lot of history.
Okay.
Well, that's good info.
I tell you, I went to the Lex. I didn't know if they had the rooftop. Oh
Yeah.
wow, and it was like September, October.
Yeah.
It was just beautiful.
Very nice up there.
Very nice. The food was good. And maybe I should do a review. Food review.
Well, I think if you're going to do that, start with the State Fair food.
Oh, that should be fun.
We should do a food review at the State Fair. Because I always find a new food. Oh, yeah, they don't look like our suspect.
Well, there'd be one place I'd have to review their food more than once.
The pork chop place?
Nah, Mancini's.
Yeah. It's all good. Every day you're in the mood for something different out there.
Right. And when you got 12 days, you might as well enjoy it.
You can't bring dogs out there, but if you could, I just know this from Rocco. My wife was telling me the other day that, our dog Rocco is a wonderful dog. He loves going for rides in the car and sticking his nose out the window. I always thought it was just the wind in his face,
Mm-hmm.
Apparently the reason is all the smells they pick up.
Oh.
Because they love the smells when they're out in the car. And they say that a dog sniffing for 10 to 15 minutes is like 2 hours of exercise for him. Because his whole body's being stimulated by the smells. That makes sense? I mean, they're like 1,000,000 times better smellers than we are.
Well, that little dog we got now, she must get the best exercise regimen there is. All she do is sniff.
Yeah, here's what I was going to say, though. Can you imagine a dog at the State Fair?
He'd go crazy.
Don't you think? The overload, right? It's overload for humans.
Right.
Now imagine a dog out there.
Because you'd be like, what's that? I smell something different.
And then even when you get to the cow barns.
Oh, that's a different smell.
Yeah. I don't know if you watch Almanac. I think it was on Almanac.
Well, we can clear if you'd like. Check
There was a little skit about the Miracle of Birth booth.
Right.
But the guy says, hey, I'm not going to the Miracle booth of Birth booth. It's the last thing I want to see is animals being He said, so when that happens, I'll be at some restaurant or something.
It's not a pleasant sight. I don't know why people.
No, it's an amazing sight. But it's amazing, but it's just you gotta be in the mood for it, right? But it's just kind of funny. Different people have different views.
Okay. Thank you, 172.
Lovely,
Right.
beautiful St. Paul.
At 207.
207.
All counts at 27 when you can.
27 calling.
172, just want to hear that last info we had. I'm saying that one of the males shot a gun at the cop, leaving in a black Suburban on Thomas towards Snow.
Okay then.
172, can you call the cop back? Give us a lesson, please.
A black Suburban.
On Thomas towards Snow. Copy. Roy, I got 1730.
Any cameras here? There's one there. So if there is a report here, we'll be able to
277.
24-hour video survey.
277.
remember the time.
1541 at Alamo since the fire. Fire that was started inside the hallway outside of 201, possibly by fireworks, asking for a meeting.
Starting to pick up a little bit.
Copy in row. 1730.
So here is the problem. These little auto thieves lately.
Was it a Chevy?
They use these stolen cars to steal from other people's cars. I'm just looking at a call here up in Maplewood, 2280 Highway 61, and just north of 36 there. They broke into the person's truck, stole the wallet out of the truck. The guy was working construction at the Menards store.
Mm-hmm.
You know, as I was telling you, these kids know these construction areas. People leave all their stuff in them because guys don't generally have all their valuables on them when they're working. So they break into their cars out there. And then the card is being used at one of the Targets in St. Paul. So Maplewood's going to take that call and then hopefully work with St. Paul and figuring out where it's being used. But this is not unusual in terms of the way things take place. Just looking at the calls here on my phone. I have this new app on the phone. I can see all the calls. All right. So here, over on the west side, suspect stole a $500 lottery ticket and left in a vehicle. The vehicle they left in was a Mercedes. Silver in color, went northbound on Smith. That just happened over. That call has just been dispatched.
Just so you're aware, registers there at 534 Thomas.
Here's another call for over on Osceola there where we were by Dale and Western. Someone found a laptop and other things in a bag, which is that same area where they like to dump stuff. Yep.
Traffic is picking up, and so are the calls.
Victorian Hague. Okay. Almost done looking through the calls here. Trying to see if there's anything impending we might want to stop at. Over there on White Bear and Sherwood, we got a guy with a baseball bat.
Black male. Black
That was
mask,
assaulting others.
jeans, black jacket, has a limp.
Not good. Bats can be pretty damn dangerous.
Yes.
Well, that's all I got. That's right now, Rev. Under Sheriff Martin says that that line over there is for
Yeah, I got one.
the Minnesota Wild single game tickets.
Wow.
Got the X. Could be.
It's
If
already
Under Sheriff
that
Martin
time.
says it. Which, by the way, just a little bit more about Under Sheriff Martin backseaters. You guys have
What was the description of the mail again?
you guys have seen him on air and heard him, but very experienced
19-year-old
police
light-skinned
officer.
black male.
Worked in the Minneapolis
Black
Police
mask.
Department. Is a gang expert,
Black jacket.
regional gang
Officer
expert,
left.
maybe national gang
Proper
expert.
law.
You saw the video. I posted a video of him and I from that crime conference.
What's on the previous floor of the squad? The floor here.
But very, very intelligent law enforcement officer. He and I were talking today. He's thinking of starting a podcast. A podcast where he could have special guests to go into more depth and detail on certain parts of crime.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's an awesome idea, don't you?
Yeah.
And I encouraged him to do it, and we'll make it an offshoot of Live on Patrol, where we'll talk about, you know, podcasts that are coming up and anything a little more in depth that you're interested in. And Under Sheriff Mike Martin and the podcast, and I'm sure one of his special guests will be Action Alex and the Rev. I don't know if I'd want to run up that hill.
No, I saw that. I'm thinking.
Run up that hill.
Light skin, black male, 20s, 5'5", skinny build, left hand wear your face mask, black shirt, light colored pants, ripped up and dirty. Probably going to the east side around Case, trying to get a better location.
Yeah, they go around Case again, huh?
163, and he did fire one round
Okay.
inside the unit.
That was over here that this round was fired. And now, I don't know if he has a suspect. I don't know why maybe they know the suspect's name. But think he's going to the east side. Keep an eye out for the audio while I pull this call up here. Will you, Ref?
Mm-hmm.
I believe I found him in jail records on April 27th. He was arrested at 993 case.
Okay.
He's got a warrant for domestic.
Well, we should head over there. Right?
Yeah.
Can you just let East know that address?
Okay.
630 headquarters address.
Okay, well, there's full info on the call. Can you 10-9 the address on case, please? The arrest was 993.
Call Emmerich.
Thank you. Well, I think we should just saying that he's probably headed towards our own case, scenes are on there.
Mercedes there. Emmerich, are you on Artec? Can you send me a picture of the suspect on that 163's call? I'm sure those East Side squads will probably want it too in a message.
Will do.
Sarge, I got nothing. I checked all the streets. They're not flying around or anything, so they moved on. Yeah, I'll be kind of doing a loop, it looks like. Went off of Congress, probably came down Smith and crossed Randolph, is my guess, headed back east or west of me.
They just figured that
Yeah,
out.
sounds like solid mouth.
They're not Bob Fletcher, huh?
We almost made it to the Smith Street Bridge. We turned around to show the taco line.
Yep.
Right? We had the wrong priority.
It's Tuesday. Can't do wrong. Go wrong with taco.
633. Has anybody got a picture of the suspect that can be sent out?
Check.
You're on top of it today, sir.
There's a lot of cars out here, Rev.
I was thinking maybe it's first day of school or something, or move-in day.
I don't think. A lot of people out though too, walking to get home. Well, it's just the end of rush hour. So
I did a funeral here one day. A guy stood in the parking lot with a gun in his hand.
yeah.
I was not happy.
Was that a gang-related funeral?
Yeah.
Well, just making sure you give a good eulogy.
Yeah, so you can get out of there.
Information squad plus limiting proceedings of self-complaint after one of the callers was
You
shot
can
at
turn yours up a little bit.
on Thomas Avenue. Male suspect is going to be Robert Blumgren, 19-year-old light-skinned black male wearing a black mask, jeans, black jacket, walks with the wind, left in a black SUV. Looks like this male was arrested on Case Avenue back in April. Go through me out checking that area. It's information at 1750.
There's like 1/8 the number of cars they say after midnight. To midnight 3. At least 1/8, huh?
Yeah.
From the normal part of the day. Rush hour is up even more, but black SUV though. Likely to run. You know, lot of people from the area went to Maxfield, didn't they?
Yeah.
And St. Peter Claver behind it, right?
Yeah.
I run into a lot of people, a lot of history there. Maybe that was him. I gotta see the picture. That's who we're looking for. Could have been him. The guy looked a little older in that car, though, right?
Yeah.
22, you can be clear.
If that weight is right, he's kind of, he's a little bit narrow, right?
Skinny kid.
Carolyn Case. I'm back on my Sierra, Mike 375.
Have your own case.
That Colin Thomas, that Edward John Robert 414, is that the suspect vehicle that we're thinking, or is that victim's vehicle?
That's the vehicle he stopped in, they thought was in relation, I believe, at Dale Thomas.
Okay.
There's no deal for the suspect, possibly his dad, or a bad name. Dad lives on Stryker in Central. Same guy, has the same first, middle, last. So that's a lot of coincidence.
Yeah, I checked our in-house. I can't find any vehicles associated with them or anything up to date. The warning newest.
Oh, Best Steakhouse got some good smelling food there. Huh?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, JW is not mobile.
I thought about your dog.
Streets look, there's nobody parking here. A little odd, huh?
Yeah, it's normally crowded, right?
I wonder if there's, that's really weird. They must have just cleaned the streets, huh?
No.
No, because, I mean, look, there's no cars here. For 3 or 4 blocks. Huh. Very unusual.
Transporting juvenile female to Children's Hospital, starting mileage 720.
Ryan Park. Were you living here when he was shot and killed?
Yeah.
It's a terrible
32
thing.
Field Light, white male, number 1.
Owner of Ryan Plumbing and Heating was shot and killed at his place of business. So he's commemorated by a park at Thomas and Avon there. His son, Greg, is a great kid, very nice person. Went on and carried the business after his father passed away.
Victim states that suspect.
Here's where the shooting was, right here.
Other beat up black Suburban with rust everywhere, possibly headed toward 800 block of Earl.
Toward what? See, he said beat up black Suburban, didn't he?
Yeah.
Like that one we just saw.
That's black possibly headed to the 800 block of Earl.
800 block of Carroll.
That's right where we were. You know that, right? Right in that area?
Yeah. Oh, I know that. That's where I live. Remember?
That was a beat up SUV. Yeah, we just passed a beat up SUV. We didn't know it was a beat up one. That guy was coming off of Fuller there off of your block, right?
Yeah. Making a left toward Victoria, going toward Carroll.
Yeah.
They said older model Suburban beat up with rust everywhere.
Beat up. That's the only beat up Suburban I've seen today.
Yeah.
He looked enough like the picture, but we thought he looked a little bit older than the picture. But there you have it. One of the reasons we didn't stop the car is it was on the way. At that point, they told us it was on the way to Case. What's he saying? He's got
271 to assist medics, transporting Randolph on a sloper.
Squad 163. Go ahead. Any info on rims on the vehicle? And do we know who it's listed to? Victim states possible red on the vehicle and should be listed to a female named Cherry Fondern.
Well, the one we saw started with the letter D.
What was the last name? Copy. Fondern.
How's it look? Not so good?
Not good.
Very good though.
Ladies and gentlemen, clear right.
There you go.
184. Looks like the suspect has a Danco also, maybe against a family member. Listed at 959 Earl Street, apartment 3. That might be a place to check out.
I believe it's Mom. I was looking earlier.
Well, they described it as the 800 block. Of course, we're at 860. It could be either side of this, right? So we'll check left first because there's 60 numbers to the left and only 40 to the right. How's that for playing the odds? Again, we're looking for a black, older SUV. Check that one out that just crossed up there. Did you see that one on Grotto? Black SUV just drove south. That's a car there. Yep. But there was an SUV before it. If it isn't there, then it went this way. These two ways.
Clear right.
Well, the only option is to come in and drive it. But definitely there was a black SUV southbound on Grotto there.
What, 1780?
Could have came in the alley then.
7.
One there.
An older rusty Yukon GMC 795 Tango Tango Kilo. Can you see if that comes back to the name that they had in that call? Copy.
For all addresses clear.
959
Not our suspect.
No.
Comes back to a Choice Young. And New Bright. Copy. Thank you.
So the officers are desperately trying to figure out the plate of this older SUV that he might be driving in. Let's go back to the other side of Carroll.
This is where I first lived when I moved to this town.
Your first what?
When I first moved to this town. Yeah. On Carroll Avenue.
Tell us more.
Yep. I don't even know how I found Carroll, but it was St. Philip's Garden is the name of the complex. It was a nice, well-kept apartment.
Our good friend Joe McKinney lives over here.
Yep.
Block or two away. Wish him well. He's an amazing guy. Fighting some health issues, but doing great.
163 to 4.
That car is an Audi.
Gas station.
163 Keystone.
On Selby.
163.
150588. Copy. Thank you.
So what the officers are doing, they want to get a good description of the car, so they're trying to figure out who might own the car. We have computer databases that can go back and figure out who owns what car. You can search by the name, or by the plate, or whatever it might be. We have a way to figure it out. But we need a starting point.
Arriving at Children's.
We need a clue.
Not the other Children's. Take your time. 367, you can send me the details. You got that Earl Tree for a neighbor that
A lot of
corrects
times,
something like that.
suspects don't go to a house right away because
Right.
they're so nervous. They're nervous about what on earth is going to happen to them.
Nice house right here.
Whose is it?
I don't know, but it's ill placed, but
Oh,
interesting.
that's a strange house. Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh.
424.
Well,
I'll be 10-8. I can head towards your 911.
Eight 28 Emerald. Open line within 28 meters.
oh, shoots like you did.
David's our shooter.
189 back 184. 177's already gone.
They still dancing.
Precinct clear.
They're working on a video, I think, there, Rev.
Oh.
Right there. Whatever keeps kids busy, that works for me. You know?
Yeah. That should be the plan. Keep them occupied.
Actually, I'm going to call and check on my own kid. Oops.
Nope.
Hey, buddy, how's it going? Good. How was your day today? Good. How's your head? Oh. Doesn't look infected? You're good. All right, good. Good. What are you up to? Oh, good. I'm glad you're making use of that. Well, don't forget to keep some medicine on your cut. All right. Sounds good. Have a good day. Thanks. Bye-bye. So little Bob got a little injury the other day.
Hockey?
Heather, are you there?
She's at workout.
Go ahead.
Oh, hang on a second.
Could you try doing a vehicle check on this name in relation to that shots fired deal?
Obviously, Pat's not that
That
sick.
last one, Fondern, Fonderen. First name Chari, Charrie. Middle Natasha, 811 of 84.
Whose phone is that?
Copy.
So Pat can listen to the radio.
Yeah, it's late in the call. They found her in DBS.
Oh, they did, okay. I'll go back in. Thank you.
Star Wars still living around here?
Yeah. We were all together today. We got to pass out hot meals down on 5th of Minnesota.
Awesome.
Pastor Patterson brought them, and we passed them out. Me, Andre, and Michi. It was wonderful.
Oh, sorry, you had the right of way, but you stopped. That's one thing about the law. If you have the right of way, but you give it up by stopping, then you've yielded to the other person.
That's what I always say. You stop and it ain't a stop sign. Thank you.
Yeah. Rev, I think we're gonna call it a night for a while. You okay? Because I know what's happening. Bev's cooking dinner, and my wife's probably cooking dinner too.
Yes.
And I shouldn't really say that because my wife works her butt off during. She has a full-time job too. So.
A witness on scene stated that this male was pumped in this girl on the head. I can have a squad go to that address and check out the details. I'm going to try to find this charge.
But if you're available, stop down to Burger Mo's tomorrow, 6 o'clock. And the Rev and I, Alex, Pat, will be there just to say hi. Encourage your friends to subscribe to the YouTube channel so we can hit that 200,000 mark and become the 36,000th biggest.
Any TZD squads on channel 1?
Funny. We do appreciate your support and encouragement.
Yes.
It's basically the thing that keeps us going. Sorry there wasn't a lot of activity today, but that's a good thing. Remember, this is a great city, great county. Every city, every place has got issues, but as you can see, for the past 3 hours,
186.
only a couple shooting incidents, nobody hit.
Can you show me out of service at headquarters?
A county of 550,000 people, city of 300,000. That's a good day, and you saw a lot of people out just enjoying life. Obviously, the criminals like the cover of darkness at night. That's why we work Fridays after dark. 9/11 Fridays is our normal time. Certainly see a 9/11 on a Friday.
We were turning east on Granny from Edgerton, and he was going northbound Edgerton from Granny.
2756 just for info. It never made it up to Edgerton in case.
Which car is he looking for over there? Oh, I went to the wrong street. I moved you out of Aurora. You're the Aurora Block Club now instead of Fuller Block. Those were the good old days. Ron
Good
Paul
old
Lee.
days. Yes.
Aurora Block. Now it's Rev Spence. Fuller Block.
125, this is clear report. Start towards the MA. 172 at the Kinney. Randolph 35, the black male slumped in the front seat of the red four-door. All the doors are open. Eastbound lane of Randolph.
You driving a BMW, Rev?
175 copy.
Is that Bev's car?
We're not going to answer that, sir.
163.
Hey, love you, man.
Love you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Backseaters.
I'll be at team right.
It's always a pleasure to be a part of you.